Hello, my dear friends. This is my YouTube channel. You all are welcome to my YouTube channel, Brilliant Academy. This channel, I have made it, I have recorded some of the videos to benefit the Karnataka Polytechnic students. This Brilliant Academy is for Karnataka Polytechnic Education, where you will learn electronics and communication subjects and general subjects such as a professional ethics and Indian Constitution, which is related to all the branches of the engineering as well as polytechnic education. And my favorite subject, mathematics, also I'll put it some of the beneficial videos to the students of the polytechnic community in this channel. Now, let us discuss about some of the high-ranking personalities in the Constitution of India, such as President, Prime Minister, Chief Minister, and all other dignitaries and the high-ranking personalities in the Indian constitutions in the curriculum of the professional ethics and Indian constitutions mentioned. Now let us begin with the President of India. The President of India is the ceremonial head of the state of India and the Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Armed Forces. The primary duty of the President is to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution and the law of India. President of the India is head of the government and supreme commander of the armed forces. By the same time, you must know the qualification required for becoming the President of India. The very basic, essential and compulsory, the qualification and the criteria which is mentioned in the Indian Constitution to become a President of India is the person must be a citizen of India. He must hold the citizenship of India. He or she must have completed 35 years of age and be qualified for election as a member of the Lok Sabha. Anyone holding an office of a prophet under the government of India or of any state or any other authority subject to control of either government is not eligible for election as a president. The president term of office is 5 years. He is eligible for re-election at the end of his term. The President of India is indirectly elected by the Electoral College comprising the Parliament of India, both houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Sometimes Lok Sabha is also called as a lower house and the Rajya Sabha is also called as upper house, both houses. And the legislative assemblies of each of India's states and territories, who themselves are all directly elected. The President is bound by the Constitution to act on the advice of the Prime Minister and Cabinet as long as the advice is not violating the constitution. This is very important to be remembered. Now let us discuss powers, functions, duties of President of India. There are different powers, functions and duties of India. They are legislative powers, executive powers, judicial powers, financial powers, diplomatic powers, military powers and emergency powers. We will discuss one by one. The first one, legislative powers. Our current President of India is Shri Ramnath Kovind ji, and his office is at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, Delhi. The Parliament is composed of President, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. So, President of India is inseparable part of the India. The President has power to summon the two houses of the Parliament. The President may dissolve Lok Sabha, not Rajya Sabha, please remember. The President has power to nominate two members of the Anglo-Indian community to the Lok Sabha, that is Article 331. In the Lok Sabha, there are total 545 seats, including two Anglo-Indian members of the Parliament. These are two persons nominated, members of the Parliament nominated by the President, who has got that power. And similarly, in the Rajya Sabha, there are 245 seats, including that 12 Rajya Sabha MPs. The President has got the power to nominate them from the different fields for their excellency, such as art, science, literature, cultural activities under the Article 80. The next comes executive powers. As we know, the President of India is nominal head of the Constitution. He has got the powers, executive powers, to appoint Prime Minister. He has got the powers to appoint the Council of Ministers on the advice of the Prime Minister. President also appoints Attorney General of India, AGI, Comptroller and Auditor General, CAG. He also appoints Chief Election Commissioner and the Chairman and the different members of the UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. He also has got the power to appoint Finance Commission members. He has also got powers to appoint governors of different states, as well the Lieutenant Governor for the administration of the Union Territory, such as Andaman Nicobar, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, Delhi, Puducherry. Now, the judicial powers. Article 72 says the President shall have the powers to grant pardon, complete pardon, reprieve, temporary suspension of sentence, respite, avoiding less sentence, remission, reducing amount of sentence, commutation, changing one punishment into another. Now comes to financial powers. Financial powers under the Finance Commission. Financial powers of a President of India are divided into two categories. One is at the central level, parliamentary level. The second one is at the state level, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad's level, state level. No money bill can be presented in the Lok Sabha without the President's prior permission. Budget of the central government is presented in the Parliament by the Union Finance Minister only with the permission of President of India, prior permission. He appoints Finance Commission. He distributes the shares of income tax between Union and the states. All these powers of the President are, however, exercised by him only on the advice of the Prime Minister and his cabinet ministries. Now the diplomatic powers. India is represented on international forum by President of India. He sends and receives ambassadors. All the international treaties and agreements are concluded on behalf of the President subject to ratification by the Parliament. Now military powers. The President of India is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces. We have three different kinds of forces such as Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force. The President can declare war or conclude peace on the advice of the Union Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. Emergency powers. It is categorized into three different top level emergencies. National emergency, Article 352, President role, Article 356, and financial emergency, Article 360. The national emergency is imposed whereby there is a grave threat to security of India or any of its territory due to war, externally aggression or armed rebellion. Such as emergency is imposed on the written request by the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. President rule. Failure of constitutional machinery in the state. If there is a failure of constitutional machinery in the state, either reported by the governor of the state or by himself, feels there is a danger the constitutional activities in the state, President can declare President rule after sacking the present state government. Third category of the emergency power is financial emergency under Article 360. The President under Article 360 of the Constitution has the power to declare financial emergency if he is satisfied that the financial stability is threatened. During the period of emergency for the execution of powers, there might be infringement of fundamental rights of individual which are judicially granted by the Constitution of India. Thank you, my dear friends and students. If you do like this video, share among your friends, subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you will get it the next notifications.